Closed captioning for the Let's Dine Out show provided by
Sammy's Cafe No. 2, open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Sammy's Cafe No. 2 in Rancho Cucamonga.
Let's Dine Out is made possible by support from Food for Life Baking Company, makers of over 60 organic, all-natural sprouted baked goods, as well as gluten-free and vegan products. Food for Life Baking Company, dedicated to better health since 1964. Foodforlife.com.
Holiday Cafe, your neighborhood diner with 2 locations in Ontario and Mr. D's Diner in Laverne. Ready to satisfy your hunger and budget? Serve Pro of South Redlands, Yucaipa, providing 24-hour emergency service to any size residential or commercial emergencies, like water, fire, mold, or storm damage. Professional, insured, and bonded. Serve Pro of South Redlands, Yucaipa.
And viewers like you, supporting local public television. Thank you.
I'm food critic Alan Borgen, member of the Southern California Restaurant Writers. I've been finding the best restaurants in the Inland Empire and Southern California for over 27 years. This is my job. This is my passion. Let's dine out. Hi, I'm food critic Alan Borgen.
And I'm Tricia Jansen.
Welcome to another delicious edition of the Let's Dine Out show, where we're going to show you some of our favorite restaurants in the Inland Empire. Now today we have 2 interesting restaurants and they're pretty close by to each other, which is really nice.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what's on the menu tonight.
First, we're off to Corona to experience a fun and exciting marriage of wine and food at Vino Veritas. Then we travel to Riverside for some delicious dishes at Gandhi Indian Cuisine. Looking for a memorable food and wine experience? Then head on over to Vino Veritas, located at the Shops at Dos Lagos in Corona. The dining room has a relaxing and classy wine bar feel, while the outside patio is the perfect dining spot on those wonderful warm nights. Owner Dan Baer and executive chef Alfred Katapodis invite you to join them at one of the IE's premier wine and food establishments.
You know, Tricia, I know you're really interested in Corona. You travel here a lot. There's so much to do here.
There is. You know, South Corona is a really nice new area. There's a lot of shops. There's a lot to do. There's a lot of nightlife.
A lot of restaurants.
And it's on the way to Temecula. I know a lot of people are going down that way to wine bars to get your wine fix on. Well, we found a closer wine fix for you. It's right on the way. You can stop. You don't have to go that far.
Let's get right into it.
All right, let's go. Well, everybody knows I love cheese. So they have an appetizer, baked brie, $11. Now this is just amazing. This is a small wheel of brie cheese that has an apricot preserve on the inside, wrapped in puff pastry and baked with love. It's garnished beautifully with fruit, a little crostini. I mean, this is seriously so tasty. I love it. Now, we did talk a little bit about, there may be some talk about some fig jam in the future. I would love to see a different kind of jam in there. I like the apricot. I think it's great, but it'd be fun to do different seasonal flavors in it.
Anything goes with brie.
Absolutely.
What's nice about this, you get the creaminess of the brie that you can't get with, I don't think, much other cheeses.
I agree.
Plus the sweetness of the apricot.
Yes.
And with the puff pastry and with the fruit.
So
this is a
good.
perfect appetizer.
And it's good to share, but if you're a piggy like me, you might want to get one all yourself. And for $11,
Oink,
you
oink,
can
oink.
afford to get a few. They're so good. Next, the Tuscan burger, $14. Now, I do like burgers, I will admit.
You like everything.
No, I don't. But I have kind of a top list of burgers. This one has made my list of favorite burgers. So stay tuned for this. 8 ounces of 100% Angus ground beef. Then they mix it with spicy Italian sausage. Provolone cheese, it's melted over the top perfectly. Tomatoes, a beautiful, very flavorful and sweet garlic aioli that really just stands out. It's served on a rosemary focaccia, and it normally has basil. Today there's a little basil shortage. I don't know what happened. They hijacked the basil. But it does normally come with basil. And I'm telling you, it is such a beautiful melody of flavors. They serve it with fries that they hand cut. They're blanched and then fried, so they're double fried. And they have a Cabernet, you heard me right, Cabernet ketchup. That is just, I see you got excited because you finished my sentence.
I love the ketchup, so.
So good.
This is, go ahead.
Okay.
No,
The flavors in this burger are seriously, this is definitely this burger. It's worth coming alone. The flavors are so beautiful, so delicious. And the Cabernet ketchup, you have to ask for like a bag to go. It's so good.
A bag? A bottle?
A bottle. A bottle and a bag.
Next came the veal ossobuco. This is $32. This is a 14-ounce veal hind shank. It's cooked in a red wine tomato with mirepoix, which is, if you know what that is, it's diced onions, carrots, and celery, and it's caramelized, cooked real slow, so caramelized, adds a lot of flavor. Then they add rosemary, thyme, garlic, and a few other items. It's cooked at 325 for about an hour and a half. I thought this was sensational, but what came with it, I don't like risotto. Most of them I don't like. This was probably the best I've ever had, to be honest.
I will
This
agree.
is creamy risotto, heavy cream, garlic, mushrooms, Parmesan cheese. You couldn't get any better, and it's made per order, so it's nice and fresh, rich, creamy. It came with sauteed asparagus. Just a great dish.
I agree. The risotto, I believe you can get it on its own as well. It is the best risotto.
Creamy
it's so
and rich and
creamy
cheesy.
with cheese.
Speaking of cheese,
Yes, ladies and gents, if you like cheese, and you can see there's a theme here for me, white truffle mac and cheese with, not by itself, with seared pork belly. $21, the best $21 you will ever spend. So it comes with 3 pieces of beautifully seared pork belly. I'm a little particular about pork belly.
pork belly's pork belly.
No, I feel like not many restaurants get it correct. I don't like it when the texture's off. If it's too fatty and it's not rendered enough, I like it to have a little bit of crispy on the outside and be creamier on the inside. This is perfectly done. He takes 5 cheeses, and I only was able to get 4 out of him, so I don't know what the mystery cheese is. There's mozzarella, provolone, fontina, and Parmesan mixed with garlic and heavy cream and egg, and then of course mushrooms, and then that white truffle oil. It is a party in your mouth. It is creamy, it is decadent, and then the truffle oil adds that level of flavor that when you're eating it, you're like, okay, there's something else going on here. And then of course with the seared pork belly, it's just amazing.
Now it's $15 by itself.
Correct.
If you want pork belly, it's like $6 extra.
Yeah.
Highly recommend you get it.
Definitely.
What was nice about this was it was creamy, it was rich, it was very, very cheesy. A lot of mac and cheese we've had, it's not bad, but not,
It doesn't have that pronounced cheese flavor.
This is very cheesy, and when you pick it up, it just goes up. And
I
it
agree.
just- the other thing I want to
good.
mention too, it's kind of the ambiance here.
Yeah.
I love, they have a glass case here
Yeah.
in front. It's like windows or doors that go up.
garage doors.
Yeah, so they press a button and it goes up and it goes into the patio. So
Beautiful.
it's like bringing the outside into the wine bar.
It really
it's just
is.
really, really nice.
There's just a great vibe here. I mean, it's got everything going for it. It's a beautiful restaurant, wonderful food, beers, wines, cocktails, you name it.
You mentioned food?
I did.
Let's continue.
Yes.
Seared scallops, $19. These are 5 jumbo scallops, real big ones.
Yes.
Sauteed in a brown butter, caper sauce. It's finished with white wine, so nice and flames, it kind of finished it off. Served with, let's see, fresh spinach and incredible. It's a seaweed salad.
Yeah.
So you get spinach in the middle and seaweed salad around it. What's
it's
nice about it,
unusual.
it's sweet. It adds to the flavor of everything, but I love the seaweed. It goes really, really well with it.
It does.
And with sesame oil.
Yes.
The scallops, the sweetness of it. They're tender. They're juicy. I mean, it's just delicious.
Well, it's nice because the flavor of the scallops, they're such a delicate seafood. And so it's nice to have something very light. He doesn't overpower it with any heavy sauce. It's just, it
And
really
it's
shines
not
on its own.
overcooked. I mean, scallops, it can be really hard.
Right.
Not real tender. This is very tender.
Very
so.
tender.
And next up, braised short ribs, $29. This is a massive 1-pound slab of short ribs. It's braised on all sides first to give it a nice brown. Then it's cooked with red wine, fresh herbs, mirepoix, beef stock for about an hour and a half, and served with garlic mashed potatoes, sauteed asparagus. This is spectacular. Short ribs is very, very hard to cook. It takes
Yes.
a while. I was surprised only an hour and a half. Usually it's a lot longer. But this is fantastic. It had just enough fat on it. You got to have fat with short ribs. But it was fork tender and delicious sauce. All his sauces they're not overpowering, but they really add to the dishes.
complement.
Especially with the meats. I mean, it's
Yeah.
very important to have a real good sauce. And this is spectacular.
I agree. And the mashed potatoes, he does the roasted garlic, so it's very sweet, with not a very pronounced, like very strong garlic, but a good garlic flavor, which I like. And next, a really good favorite.
Prime rib.
Yeah.
Now, this is only available on Fridays and Saturdays. It was $30. This is about a 12-ounce cut. It's roasted real slowly. It has served with garlic mashed potatoes. Again, seasonal vegetables, au jus. And it came with a really delicious homemade horseradish sauce with cream cheese and sour cream. I love horseradish sauce.
I do
This is
too.
spectacular. Great prime rib. We asked for ours kind of not real reddish. We wanted it kind of done. So that's why you'll see it that way. But it was actually fantastic. Lots of flavor.
Yeah.
And that's what prime rib's all about. It's just so good.
Well, you asked for it that way. I like mine medium rare.
Well,
and when
but-
it came out, I was a little disappointed because I was like, oh, it's overcooked.
But too many people
Hold
complain
on,
of the
I'm
blood.
not done.
No, but too many
I wanna
people
say
compare.
when I tasted it, I literally went in for a bite. It was so good. I went in for 2, 3, 4 bites.
Oink,
it
oink.
was delicious. Seriously, it was so good. I have 2 stars by it.
Some people
so.
complain that when we do it rare, it comes out too bloody. So
Well,
that's the reason.
prime rib should be a perfect under medium.
Some people
medium
like
rare.
it real cooked. So.
But it was delicious. I'd
Good.
eat it
And again,
6 days
Fridays
a week.
and Saturdays only.
Yeah, so you got to get here. And last but not least, dessert. My favorite of every shoot. I love it. Tiramisu, $10. It's a typical Italian tiramisu, but this one was spectacular. I have to say it was probably the best one I've ever had. Chef did a great job with it. Everything's made from scratch, and they do an espresso infused whipped cream that they put on top that is to die
To me, that's
for.
what made it very special.
Everything about it was so good.
Rich
So you
stuff.
definitely get it for $10. You have to get it.
Right.
So good.
You know, it's hard to pick our favorites, but you're going to have to do
Oh
you
gosh,
start.
the Tuscan burger, hands down. It's definitely on my top list. I don't know what number it is, but it's up there for sure. I'm gonna say the prime rib. Surprisingly, it was so
You complained
good.
about it,
I
and
know.
you- okay,
I prejudge it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why you don't prejudge. Don't prejudge. It was so good.
The queen.
And then I'm gonna say, gosh, it's so hard. I'm gonna say the baked brie because I mean gooey cheese. I mean, I don't know. I like them
Good choice.
all. I like them all.
For me, the baked brie was outstanding.
Yeah.
A great appetizer for 2 people with some wine,
With some wine,
which we'll talk about in a
beautiful.
couple of minutes. That was great. Veal Osso Buco, this is one of the
Yeah.
best ones, and for the price, $32, it was a steal. And again, the braised short ribs. You don't see it too often. This is a hunk of meat, delicious, great. Well, Tricia, this is a great beginning. You know, one thing about this restaurant is they have 32 wines in the dispensers. It's really neat. You buy a card, and they're like 1.5 ounces, I believe. So you get to taste a bunch of different wines from all over the world.
Yeah.
They also have, I think, 16 beers on tap, and they have martinis. That's what they're famous for. So they have a lot of different things here. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, it's absolutely delicious. Beware, make sure, I know you're drooling over the food. They're open at 4 o'clock, so you can't come for breakfast and you can't come for lunch. It comes 4 o'clock, 7 days a week, so make sure you make a note of that. We don't want you sad, open.
don't want
It's
to-
worth waiting for, but it opens at 4.
That's true. You know, Tricia, it's too bad we film during the day
Yeah.
when they're not open, but I'll tell you, the nightlife here is amazing. I drove by here once, and it was packed.
It is.
A lot
We
of
can't
fun.
fit in here. They don't want us chubbies in here when it's so full, so we had to come when it wasn't open, but I'm sure it's amazing to come back.
Really fun.
Yeah.
What's next?
Well, we're off to Gandhi to get some great Indian food in Riverside.
Yum, yum. So let's do a
All
cheer.
right, let's do a cheer. Oh my gosh, you're doubling it. Okay.
We're doubled up.
I'm afraid.
Whatever.
Cheers. Cheers.
Questions or suggestions for the Let's Dine Out show? Contact Alan or Tricia. Or visit letsdineoutshow.com.
Nestled in a small shopping center on Alexander Boulevard in Riverside stands Gandhi Indian Cuisine. This clean and inviting restaurant offers a large variety of vegetarian, vegan, and non-vegetarian dishes from the northern region of India. For some of the tastiest Indian food in the IE, Gandhi Indian Restaurant is a great dining option. Well, here we are in Riverside.
Yep. We took the long and windy road. Trust me, it was windy.
Long.
Through Lake Matthews, the
Windy.
back way.
It's a long way.
It
Actually,
is.
Well, without traffic, it was kind of trafficy.
You kept saying, "Are you sure this is the right
this
way?
still California?
Are you
Yeah.
sure this is the right way?" But we made it here to Gandhi,
Right.
which is a very unique restaurant in the fact that the food here is not so spicy.
Well, you know, when you think of Indian cuisine, a lot of people don't like it because it can be real fiery,
Yes.
but not here. What's nice about this restaurant is you get all flavors. Now, there is a little heat on some of them, but
Yeah.
anybody who doesn't like heat can take it.
Yeah.
Now, this is from the northern India, like we mentioned before in a voiceover, but it's from Punjab region. And Raj, he's the owner here. It's his family recipes. So it's kind of like eating at Raj's house. I feel like I'm going
We
to his
want to
house
look like Raj. Raj is he's a CrossFitter and he's so
like
healthy
muscular
and strong. And I feel like the food here has an emphasis on health and healthy eating. So there are, like we said, a lot of vegetarian,
a lot of vegan
things. So, I guess we could be vegetarian and vegan if we wanted to.
No.
Not.
Gotta have my meat.
Let's dig right in.
Okay.
First dish, samosas, $4.95. You get 2. Now these are pastries that are filled with sort of a mashed potato, if you will, kind of a very soft cooked potato. Peas, of all things, green peas, coriander, turmeric. They're deep fried, which of course we love. So to me, I want to say they're kind of like an Indian hot pocket. I was like, the whole time I was like, hot pockets. They're so good. They're like crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. They're comfort food 101. They serve them with these two beautiful sauces. One is a sweet tamarind sauce. The other one is a mint cilantro, kind of a spicy sauce. They're both delicious. You kind of have to go back and forth between them.
Well, the cardamom really sets the whole thing
It does.
Potatoes, peas, and cardamom.
I know.
It's just perfect.
It is. It's a hot pocket.
It's like a knish, a Jewish knish.
Yeah, okay.
So, next was a lamb mint curry, $15.95. Now in India, curry means gravy. That's all it is. When you hear curry, you think of the American, powdered
Spicy,
stuff. Totally different. This is chunks of lamb cooked in a tomato creamy base with onion gravy, mint sauce, garlic, and ginger, which is predominant in most of all the dishes.
I really like the flavors in this. I think the name is a little misguided here because lamb mint, when you're thinking about lamb and mint, I tend to go towards Middle Eastern
you think of the jelly.
type mint, and there really is not a predominant mint flavor here. So don't let the name fool you. It's not, it's delicious.
Very, very, very subtle.
But I really couldn't even really taste mint. I would never in a million years say there was mint in that dish.
I tasted it, but I had to really reach in my tongue and about
Sure.
4,000.
Yeah.
It's very, very mild.
Next, we had chicken coconut curry, $14.95. Now, this is served with rice. This is boneless chicken leg meat, which is so tender and so delicious. They cook this with coconut milk, that beautiful butter sauce, and anything with butter in it, I love it. But their butter sauce, you're thinking like it's going to be butter, and it's not. It's a tomato-based sauce. Think if you're thinking Italian, it's sort of almost like a vodka sauce. Sorry, I have to go there. It's delicious. It has the onion gravy that we just talked about, a little bit of cream, flake coconut, which is kind of a nice textural issue that they add to it. They add sautéed bell pepper, fresh ginger and garlic. It's flavorful, it's rich, it's kind of savory and sweet at the same time. I really like the flavors in it.
Well, it's definitely a coconut flavor, overtones, and they use flaky coconut.
Right.
So it's not just the milk, so you get to taste it in your mouth, and I really like it.
It's a nice texture. Yeah, you
right.
get the texture. Very good. Definitely put it over the rice and it sops up all that great sauce.
So good.
I always say I want it over pasta because that's the Italian in me. But
Well,
it
she
would
gets
be,
mixed up
It would be
between
great.
pasta.
Well, I keep saying it's an Italian restaurant.
It starts
It's
with I,
Indian. Yes,
so.
it's an I.
Next, the Vetro Biryani, $12.95. This is a beautiful rice dish made with zucchini, tomatoes, onions, broccoli. It has ginger, garlic, special sauces, special spices, I should say, yogurt, bell peppers. It has that onion gravy, raisins, cashews, almonds. It's served with basmati rice. They mix it all together. I really love this dish. It has lots of flavor. The vegetables are real tiny.
They are.
But lots and lots of flavor. If you like rice and you're vegetarian, this is a wonderful, wonderful dish.
Yeah, I agree. I have 2 stars by it. I love the raisins that add the unexpected sweetness, and then the nuts, they're cashews and almonds. I thought the textures and the flavors were really good. I was surprised that I liked it so much. And it was kind of fun. I'm picking through, I'm like, there's a carrot, there's a broccoli, there's a zucchini. So it's kind of fun. You can play like vegetable by numbers, right? Super good. Next, a very special dish that I think everybody gets excited about. Anything that comes out sizzling and smoking is exciting. The mixed tandoori grill. It's $24.95. So this one included chicken leg quarters, chicken breast, mahi-mahi fish, 2 kinds of lamb, a chunk lamb, like a stew meat lamb, and then what they call shish kebab, which is like, I want to say if Mediterranean dish is like a kofta, it's basically ground lamb that they kind of make into like a type of sausage, if you will, or it looks like a sausage, but it's more hamburger type meat. So what I love about tandoori is they marinate the meats in yogurt, and what yogurt does to meat is it's naturally acidic, and it's kind of a glue, if you will, to the spices and the herbs that they put on the meat.
Tenderizes it too.
And it tenderizes it. And then tandoori is usually typically cooked in a clay or a ceramic type oven that has a charcoal, bottom to it. And so it's used by radiant heat. So they get super hot, like 600 degrees, and they take the meats and they put them on the side of this tandoori grill and they just sizzle.
Okay, just all around, yeah.
And it's beautiful. So it comes out sizzling, and it comes with sauteed onions and peppers. I love the variety of the meats. Some I liked more than others. I think the standout for me was the chicken thigh. Was absolutely succulent and delicious. You get rice with that, and it's just so good.
Next, shrimp vindaloo, $16.95. Now, when you say vindaloo, for those of you that know Indian food, you're already going, and sweat's coming down, you're turning red. Not here. What's nice about this, vindaloo is a spicy dish in most restaurants. They tone everything down here so you get all the flavors. But if you want it spicy, fiery, hot, they'll do it for you.
Yes.
This is 8 large shrimp, succulent, so good, with potatoes, and it was a onion gravy with tomato sauce. Absolutely delicious. If you like shrimp, this is a great dish. Again, you soak it up with the rice in it. It comes with all the dishes.
Yeah, it comes with the rice.
Yeah, I mean, just a perfect condiment with it.
Well, and speaking of sopping up those beautiful juices, I don't want to forget about the naan.
The naan.
They have 8 varieties here, ranging from sweet naan with cheese naan, all different garlic, and it's a perfect catalyst for all these gravies to just sop up all those juices. You don't want to leave anything behind. I think you'd look weird if we're licking the bowl when you're here.
Traditionally, it's a garlic, but the one I really liked the most was the sweet naan. It had nuts, raisins, and coconut flakes.
Yeah.
And it added a nice texture and sweetness to it. So
delicious.
Then there's dessert. This is something called kulfi faluda. This is $4.95. Now, what this is a very traditional Indian dish. They start with vermicelli noodles on the bottom of the plate. Then they add, it's a small little, like a bowl they cut in quarters of ice cream, their version of ice cream.
Right.
It's got rose water, raisins, cardamom, half and half milk cream, and it's, again, they cut in fours, and it's drizzled with something called pine something, and I couldn't understand what it meant, and also rose water. Very light flavoring, gives it color.
Yeah.
This is a dish, I'm not going to say cottage cheese, but it has kind of a cheesy, which is very predominant in a lot of the Indian dishes.
Yes.
I really like this. It's just a nice ending. And again, you're in India, why not eat Indian dessert?
Yeah, I agree. It has a very interesting texture and flavor. You have to kind of go in a couple times to taste it. It does look like top ramen on the bottom, but very interesting.
Maddie, our intern who was here, didn't like it at all, but then she tried it at the end. She goes, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Try it. That's the main thing.
Be adventurous.
Right.
So, Ellen, what were your 3 favorites?
Oh, so easy. Chicken coconut curry. I love coconut. I love the texture. It wasn't just the flavoring.
I agree.
Vegetable biryani. I love biryani. This is a great rendition of it. Again, it's got veggies. How can you go wrong? And the mixed tandoori grill. This is huge. Again, it's enough for 2 people. I love the different meats you get, the fish, you get all that great stuff. Really, really good.
I feel like you were looking at my list, but I'm going to say the samosas because they're hot pockets, and I mean, they're just so good. They're like tender and crispy. I love them. I'm going to say the chicken coconut curry too. I love the texture and the flavors. It's kind of like a vacation, a little bit. It's a tropical vacation. And I'm going to say the vegetable biryani. I love the flavors, and I was surprised that I liked it as much as I did. Great texture, great flavors.
Well, folks, it's a wrap. It's been a long day, but we're givers, so this is what we do for you, and I hope you appreciate it. So, just a fun day, a lot of great food, and again, we're going to go for what? Chili dogs at Tommy's?
No, I'm going to eat this
mango
the
lassi. So,
look at how
until
good.
next week, this is food critic Alan Borgen.
And I'm Tricia Jansen.
Happy eating, everybody.
Cheers.
And drinking lassi.
Those are delicious.
What's nice about mango lassi is it cools down anything hot.
Right.
So it's just mango and yogurt, basically.
Right, but we didn't have anything hot, so now it's just like a dessert.
This is like an Indian malt shop.
And the good thing about it, it doesn't take up any space. It just fills in the gaps in your
healthy.
stomach. Like even if you're full, it just kind of like fills in. You can just definitely always add one in. And I love the color. It's the theme of the day. It's the theme of the day.
Let's dine out.
I know, I'm like. Owner Dan Baer and executive chef Alfred Catapodis. Sorry, I gotta do it again. Then we traveled to Riverside for some delicious dishes at Gandhi Italian Cuisine. Oh. Bloopers, beep.
Shlomo Schwartz's soul food. This is meat.
gonna throw some behind you for luck. You threw it in my...
Closed captioning for the Let's Dine Out show provided by
Sammy's Cafe No. 2, open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Sammy's Cafe No. 2 in Rancho Cucamonga.
Let's Dine Out is made possible by support from Food for Life Baking Company, makers of over 60 organic, all-natural sprouted baked goods, as well as gluten-free and vegan products. Food for Life Baking Company, dedicated to better health since 1964. Foodforlife.com.
Holiday Cafe, your neighborhood diner with 2 locations in Ontario and Mr. D's Diner in Laverne. Ready to satisfy your hunger and budget? Serve Pro of South Redlands, Yucaipa, providing 24-hour emergency service to any size residential or commercial emergencies like water, fire, mold, or storm damage. Professional, insured, and bonded. Serve Pro of South Redlands, Yucaipa.
And viewers like you, supporting local public television. Thank you.